Even though the 2025 winter transfer window is closed, there are swirling rumors surrounding the impending 2025 summer transfer. And you know that some of these transfers will hit a snag, drawing considerable scrutiny and delays. Today, I'll be talking about the transfer rumors surrounding two Super Eagles of Nigeria players, Wilfred Ndidi and Victor Osimhen, on this platform. The newly appointed head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Eric Sekucheli, is grappling with goalkeeping dilemma ahead of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. I'll be talking about one particular goalkeeper today on this particular platform. This and many other stories that I have in this updates for you. So please, if you're new on this platform, subscribe to the channel, click on the post notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to like the video and share to other social media platforms. Please drop your decent comments for special shoutouts. Whichever state you are watching me from, just add it to your comments. I will give you shoutouts in this video and subsequent videos. My name is Solomon Kwadwo Asante, your only nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports, the only Ghanaian who has declared his support for the Super Eagles of Nigeria ahead of the 2025 AFCON tournaments. Ladies and gentlemen, let's plunge into the intricacies of the stories, starting with is a goalkeeping department of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I can't just proceed with this updates without talking about the goalkeeping department. Yesterday, I spoke about 5 goalkeepers who might be called by the newly appointed head coach of the Super Eagles, Eric Sekucheli, ahead of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda and Zimbabwe on this platform. I talked about Stanley Nwabali. I talked about Maduka Okoye, Francis Uzoho, Ani Agboso, Adebayo Adeleye. These are 5 goalkeepers that I spoke about. And yesterday, there was a game in the Cyprus League, a game between Nicosia Omonia and another Omonia club. And you all know that Francis Uzoho keeps for Omonia Nicosia. He considered a goal that people are talking about. Looking at the goal that he considered, even though his side won by 3-1, it's ended up in 4 goals trailer. But looking at the goal that's Francis Uzoho considered, it's quite ambiguous with varied and assorted opinions. I'll be at one side of this video, so let's watch it together on your screens.
Εκτελείται το φάουλ. Κεφαλιά προς το κέντρο της περιοχής διεκδίκησε ο Φεργέρ, δεν πήρε την κεφαλιά, ένα νέο γέμισμα. Κίτσος δεν κάνει καλό κοντρόλ, υπάρχει ευκαιρία για την Ομόνια, το πλασέκι μπάλα θα πάει στα δίχτυα. Πριν συμπληρωθούν 2 λεπτά, η Ομόνια Ραδίπου καταφέρνει με τον Βρότη να ανοίξει το σκορ. Από την εκτέλεση του φάουλ θα προκύψει αδυναμία αποτελεσματικής απομάκρυνσης της μπάλας, θα γίνει ένα νέο γέμισμα. Ο Κίτσος φαινόταν ότι ήλεγε τη φάση, όμως δεν καταφέρει να κάνει καλό το κοντρόλ. Του άρπαξε την μπάλα και έστειλε την μπάλα στα δίχτυα.
So you can leave your comments in the comment box as to how you also see this particular mistake. Was it a mistake? I saw a deflection. You might also see a different thing. Just drop it decently in the comment box. The reason why I'm talking about Francis Uzoho is that he keeps on making some of these mistakes. We all know that as a goalkeeper, looking at your phenomenal agility in the post, you shouldn't be jittery. You always should be focused in the post so that there are certain goals that you shouldn't concede when it comes to keeping for your team. And looking at the Super Eagles of Nigeria team now, Stanley Nwabali is fighting to get a position at Chippa United, and that of Maduka Okoye is also facing injuries and other being linked to betting issues in the Serie A. So he coming to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria might be a problem if these 2 goalkeepers are not there. Comparing Francis Uzoho to Adebayo Adeleye and Ani Agboso, you could consider him to be the preferable goalkeeper as the number 1 ahead of these 2 goalkeepers. So looking at his performances so far for his club, he's the second choice goalkeeper for the Omonia Nicosia side in Cyprus. And he keeps on making certain mistakes. Looking at his concentration in the post, I think it's not the very best going into the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Let me move on from the camp of the Nigerian goalkeeping department to the camp of some of the transfer rumors surrounding some Super Eagles players, Victor Osimhen and Wilfred Ndidi. Starting with from the transfer stories is Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen has been lauded and warned by former Bayern Munich and Italy striker Luca Toni not to join Juventus. Now, Victor Osimhen has keenly been linked to join Juventus next summer. This is how Juventus see it to be possible. just because when he was moving 2022 from Lille in French League One to Napoli in the Serie A, he was being linked by the sporting director, now for Juventus, then for Napoli, Mr. Cristiano Gintoli. And that is it. And looking at how instrumental he was for Victor Osimhen to join Napoli, he thinks now that he's at Juventus, he can convince Victor Osimhen for him to join Juventus, of which it might not work this time around. Let's listen to the exact words that Luca Toni applauded or lauded Victor Osimhen, at the same time warning him not to join Juventus. I have other transfer stories about Victor Osimhen for you. So these are the exact words. Let me read it out for you. I'm unsure if it would make much difference. At the end of the season, everyone will have to make assessments, starting with Juventus, who must decide what kind of striker they want to rely on. Osimhen offers more depth than Vlahovic, but perhaps lengths the play even less than Dusan. So I'm unsure if it would make much difference for Thiago Motta. That is what he has to say on Football Italia, commending Victor Osimhen at the same time, warning him not to join Juventus. Aside that, the rumors coming in from the Turkish media for Victor Osimhen joining two glamorous clubs in Europe, Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester United, is that now they've tabled verbal offer. When you talk about verbal offer, it's either they've spoken to the player one-on-one, or it's either they've spoken to the player's agents for him to be considered to be signed by any of these clubs. So is Victor Osimhen joining Manchester United next summer or Paris Saint-Germain? As what Victor Osimhen sent or have said so far in the response to Manchester United, and that's of PSG, we don't know as it is. He has been tight-lipped about his response. First and foremost, this news was being captured by one of the renowned journalists in Turkey, Yagiz Sabunklogu. At the same time, it was being reported by Court Offside. We all know that Victor Osimhen's last summer's release clause, which was reported around 130 million euros, was a stumbling block for him to get a potential move to any of the clubs. And the club that was in pole position to signing Victor Osimhen somewhere in last summer was Chelsea Football Club. This time around, we know that Victor Osimhen is a great admirer for many clubs, top clubs in Europe, or the giants as we know them. The likes of Chelsea have said or have spoken about Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United, Arsenal, and the likes. They all want to sign Victor Osimhen. Therefore, his release clause has been reduced by 50%, looking at the calculations, because now if you want to purchase Victor Osimhen somewhere around this summer or this impending summer, you have to pay an amount of 75 million euros, which is quite small as compared to the previous one. Therefore, some of the clubs can come in, the likes of PSG, Manchester United, even the club that is on loan spell with Galatasaray want to sign Victor Osimhen. They want to pay an amount of 65 million euros, of which that amount will be rejected by Napoli. They are not ready to take any amount less than the 75 million euros. That is it, and that is the news coming in. He's a top-notch striker. We can't forget about that one. He's a great striker. Looking at his this season's success rates, a club that he's on loan spell with, Galatasaray, he has played 21 matches, scored 17 goals, provided 5 assists, meaning Victor Osimhen goals and assists in every 71 minutes. What a player. What a striker to be talked about on this platform. So he's a great player. If he's able to join clubs like PSG, Manchester United, will be a great addition to their very squad. Now, the news that I'm getting is that Victor Osimhen is ready to join any other club, meaning he wants to move on early before even the summer transfer window is open. He is signing a contract with a renowned management company. When he's able to sign his contract with this renowned management company, therefore, he can proceed with any other contract that he wants to sign. That is it. And this contract that he wants to sign with this renowned management company is being facilitated by a Real Madrid player. The name of the player is unknown as it stands now. He wants to have Victor Osimhen move out to sign for a club of his choice. And that is it. This was reported by Yagiz Sabunklogu, one of the renowned journalists in Turkey. And let me read out what he has said so far on this particular platform for you. Let's all listen together. Victor Osimhen is about to sign a deal with a world-renowned management company. In fact, a Real Madrid player is helping facilitate these discussions. This significantly reduces the chances of him staying Galatasaray beyond June. Both PSG and Manchester United have made verbal offers regarding salary and contract length. Since both clubs are willing to meet Napoli's release clause, it will be incredibly difficult for Galatasaray to compete. A summer move looks almost certain. That is what Yagis Sabunglogo said, and it was being quoted by Heba Sakiri Kemizezi, is also another journalist in Turkey. So that is it for Victor Osimhen. I have elaborated it for you to know the genesis of his transfer story to the pinnacle of his transfer story as it stands now. Let me move on to the transfer story of Wilfred Ndidi. 3 clubs, 2 from the Spanish La Liga and 1 from the French Ligue 1. These 2 clubs from the Spanish La Liga are eager to sign in Wilfred Ndidi next summer. And the first club is Atletico Madrid, and the second club is Real Betis. This is the reason why Atletico Madrid want to sign Wilfred Ndidi. Their captain, Koki, wants to leave the team and is even getting to his twilight of his football career. Therefore, they need to augment their midfield, make it formidable for other matches. So they need a player who can befit that position, and they are looking in to scout Wilfred Ndidi to replace their captain, Koki, as it stands now. And that's of Real Betis. Their player, Johnny Kodosa, might leave the club to join Tottenham Hotspur. If it is, they need Wilfred Ndidi to replace him and make that place tight so that they will not feel that they've lost a player. So they are also scouting and ready to offer a bid for Wilfred Ndidi. Let me move on to the French Ligue 1 club that wants to sign Wilfred Ndidi. They've even made an initial bid, which bid was been rejected by Leicester City. That is the name of AS Monaco. They earlier submitted an amount of £20 million and it has been rejected, but they are keen to getting Wilfred Ndidi to come to their club to play for AS Monaco in the French Ligue 1. And that is it for Wilfred Ndidi. I don't know. I will just monitor his transfer situation and bring to you up-to-speed updates on this particular platform. So just stay tuned. Keep subscribing to the platform, liking our videos, and sharing to other social media platforms. I will keep you updated on these particular transfer rumors surrounding the Super Eagles of Nigeria players. Let me shift my focus from the transfer rumors surrounding the Super Eagles of Nigeria players to the rumors coming in from the Three Lions of England's head coach camp, Thomas Tuchel. He is eagerly monitoring Nwaneri for him to switch his allegiance to the Three Lions of England rather than switching his allegiance to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He wants to capture him at the end if he's able to play some number of matches for the Three Lions of England, and that is it. There is no way he's going to switch his allegiance to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. This was reported by one of the transfer gurus, Fabrizio Romano, as to how Thomas Tuchel is eagerly monitoring the welfare of Nwaneri. Let me read out the exact words on his YouTube platform for you. This is what he said. Arsenal is making progress on new contracts for Lewis Kelly and Nwaneri. Nwaneri is great. This boy is incredible. Also, Lewis Kelly. I can guarantee to you that Thomas Tuchel is following these 2 players for the future of England, especially Lewis Kelly in March could be involved in the squad for England national team. It is not guaranteed yet, but it is just an idea they are discussing internally, Thomas Tuchel and his coaching staff. That is what Fabrizio Romano has to say about Nwaneri playing for the Three Lions of England other than playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And let me talk about this. I've already spoken about this in my previous updates, but let me just make some add up. Now, Nigeria securing Nwaneri's commitments to the Super Eagles of Nigeria by the NFF will be a great priority for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I have these 5 points. First and foremost, his chances of regular international football. We all know that as it stands now, Nwaneri cannot compete with the likes of Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, and the others in the Three Lions of England team. So if he's able to get the opportunity to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, he's going to have regular international football. Secondly, he's going to fast track his international career. We all saw what he did at his tender age. I've already spoken about the record that he has set for Arsenal so far in the English Premier League. The youngest ever player for Arsenal to play in the English Premier League at the age of 15, which is quite commendable for him coming to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He's in to etch his name in the books of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So it will be of a great priority for the Super Eagles of Nigeria if he's able to switch his allegiance to play for Nigeria. Thirdly, he's going to be a key addition to the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team, just because when he comes, he can also augment the midfield. He's a player who plays as an attacking midfielder, as a central midfielder, as a center forward. He can also play from the wings. So if he's added to the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team, he's going to make a great impact for the team. Fourthly, he's going to connect with his Nigeria roots or heritage. We've seen players that could have been able to switch their allegiance to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but they didn't. We've seen the likes of Fikayo Tomori, we've seen the likes of Bukayo Saka, you've seen a whole lot of players. I've forgotten about some of the players. I remember Dele Ali and the likes. They all didn't switch their allegiance to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So if he's to play for the Three Lions of England, he's going to follow the footsteps of these players. But if he's able to switch his nationality to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, he's going to follow the footsteps of Alex Iwobi, Ola Aina, and the likes, Victor Moses. A whole lot of players switch from England to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And per the news that I'm getting, or the news or the reports suggest that the Super Eagles of Nigeria newly appointed head coach, Eric Shelley, has commanded Alex Iwobi to talk to Nwaneri for him to switch his allegiance to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And that is it for Nwaneri. And my last point that I'll be talking about is he will become a future leader for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Looking at Eric Shelley's team that he wants to build as a new coach for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, he wants to take that transition and he's going to build a team that is being anchored on youthfulness. Therefore, if he's able to get Ethan Nwaneri, it's going to be a great add-up or a great inclusion into his team. And the impact in the team at the end of the team build-up is going to be something that will be great and formidable to play against. And that is it for Ethan Nwaneri switching his allegiance to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, or Nigeria securing his commitment into the Super Eagles of Nigeria team by the Nigerian Football Federation. That is what I have for you. And so they should do anything possible to get him, if and only if the player is ready to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let me end here with my presentation. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Let me go into the comment box to give you special shoutouts. This is from WhatsApp 12345. I don't know the name. There's no specific name for. This is from Christopher Ojimadu Owunka. Special shout out to you. I appreciate your good works. And this is from Atigbe Ozegbe. God bless you. And this is from Las Okechuku. Okay, Lasakre Okechuku. Just forgive me of the pronunciation. Other names, yes, Smooth Koka. Okay, all the exciting names. Peter in the comment box. I appreciate all your comments in this comment box. Happy Victor and the likes. Okay, with any other person who commented without a special shout out. Subsequently, I will give you shout outs in my videos. Let's meet in the next one. It's bye for now.